In the quiet spaces where our desires meet the world, there exists an unseen mechanism, a bridge of subtle yet unyielding connections. This bridge is not built of stone or steel, but of code, an intricate sequence that translates the abstract spark of an intention into tangible reality. We rarely consider the process behind manifestation, often fixating on the end, the result, the outcome, without pausing to observe the delicate execution that unfolds moment by moment. What if the real wonder lies not in the desire itself, but in the invisible choreography that brings it to life? Imagine a vast network of pathways, each step governed by rules laid down long before your conscious mind even registered an urge. The code, in this sense, is a language of transformation, an algorithm of reality where each line, each function, holds the power to carry a thought from the realm of possibility into the realm of experience. Yet this bridge is not immediately recognizable. It operates beneath the surface, its motions quiet, patient, often inscrutable. Consider the act of planting a seed. The intention to nurture growth is clear, yet the seed's journey through soil, roots, and shoots is governed by countless variables: moisture, temperature, microbial life intertwining unseen in the Earth's dark embrace. Trust reveals itself as the essential companion to this process. To hold a desire is not enough. Trust allows one to relinquish control, to step back and allow the code, the natural laws, the unseen sequences, to execute without interference. There is an elegance to this surrender. It is not passive or resigned, but a dynamic confidence in the latent intelligence of the unfolding process. Our minds often hunger for immediate results, fixating on how and when, but code by nature unfolds in its own time, through a series of logical progressions that may resist our impatience. The pathway from desire to reality is rarely linear. It curves and bends unpredictably, and here, trust becomes the quiet signal we send to the system, an alignment of intention and openness. Reflect for a moment on the relationship between your desire and its execution. If the desire is a phrase in a foreign language, the code is the translator, rendering that phrase into the syntax of reality. This translation is neither random nor capricious. Every intention carries within it a blueprint, a pattern waiting to be deciphered. The code then reads this pattern and begins the meticulous task of construction. But what happens when the translator stumbles? When the code encounters variables unknown, interruptions unexpected? Such moments remind us that the code is not a simple conveyor belt, but a living system, responsive and adaptive. Just as a river finds new courses when obstacles arise, the execution of desire navigates around uncertainty, often revealing pathways we could not have anticipated. This flexibility does not diminish the process, it enriches it. It teaches us an essential truth. The journey from what we want to what we receive is shaped as much by trust in the unknown as by clarity of purpose. We often think of our desires as fixed points, waiting patiently for fulfillment to arrive. But desires are more like seeds suspended in a shifting environment, where the terrain of reality continuously reshapes itself. The code must therefore operate with a form of intelligence that balances structure and spontaneity. Each operation executed is both a statement of intent and an act of adaptation. Is it possible, then, to cultivate a new relationship with this process? Instead of demanding certainty or exact outcomes, what if we invited curiosity? What if we leaned instead into the question, how might this desire manifest in ways beyond my current understanding? Within the dance of intention and execution, there is room for mystery, a spaciousness that allows the process to breathe and evolve. This perspective invites a profound kind of patience, not the dull waiting of passivity, but an active engagement with the flow of becoming. To trust the code is to acknowledge that our conscious minds are but one player among countless variables. We engage by setting intentions clear, yes, but then we release them into the system, confident that these intentions will be met with the precise operations required for their realization. It is tempting to seek control, to micromanage each step, convinced that precision from our side alone will guarantee fulfillment. But the reality is more akin to conducting an orchestra where many unseen musicians play alongside us, each responding to cues we may not fully grasp. Trust unfolds as a shared movement, a collaboration between desire's declaration and the code's diligent execution. In this interplay, there is a subtle yet profound teaching. Our reality is not simply the sum of our intentions, but also the sum of our trust in the processes that translate those intentions. The bridge between thinking and being is constructed not by force, but by faith in the unfolding. As we navigate the complexities of bringing desire into form, it becomes clear that the execution, the code, does not merely follow commands, it interprets, adapts, perseveres, and we, as conscious creators, must learn to surrender a certain degree of control, to embrace the inherent uncertainty and complexity. Perhaps the final insight is that the essence of this bridge lies not in the destination itself, but in the ongoing dialogue between what we wish to bring forth and the intricate, often unseen operations that make such becoming possible. A dialogue suffused with trust, fluidity, and an openness to the unexpected. When we step back and listen to this quiet conversation, we begin to glimpse the artistry of the process itself, a process not hurried nor stalled, but patiently unfolding, encoding our desires into the fabric of reality with a precision that invites wonder rather than demand.